Greetings, Toastmasters. I'm going to begin my testimony with a pretty famous quote. I'm sure it'll sound somewhat familiar to you, by Marianne Williamson. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? Your playing small does not serve the world. As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Wow. Those words are so powerful to me. And I'd like those who are hearing this recorded speech to contemplate these words for a moment. I'm guessing that you have at least sometime in your life asked yourself, who am I to? Complete the sentence. Who am I to what? I grew up with a terrible case of low self-esteem and also social phobia. I didn't believe anyone wanted to hear what I had to say. But did I? There was always that tiny little voice inside me that I could barely hear saying, what if? What if I actually do have something valuable to share with others? I grew up passionate about the art of writing. I filled up every journal my teacher would pass out in class, and I filled up about 14 blank books worth of journaling as a teenager and a young adult. I dreamed of being a published author someday, and I even wrote a 104-page memoir at age 13 and submitted it for publication. Of course, it got rejected several times. And those rejections, of course, crushed my self-esteem even more. But there was still that little voice inside me struggling to the surface. What if I actually do have something valuable to share with others? And if I don't, why am I bothering to write it down in the first place? My first experience getting positive feedback from a group of people about my writing was in the 3rd grade. Hands shaking, voice shaking, palms sweating. But then a classmate, a wonderful classmate, God bless him, came up to me later and praised me about my story. But there was always that shrinking back that I did. Gradually, I became a bit more confident that I had something to share, bit by bit throughout my life. But I could only share it with my writing. Writing was safe. Writing was quiet. And only people truly interested in what I had to say would be reading my words. Yeah, writing was safe. But when I was in a situation where I had to read my work aloud, my hands would shake, my palms would sweat, and my voice would crack. Finally, I joined Toastmasters. In the year 2000, I became a member, and 3 years later, I earned my Competent Toastmaster Award. Which that means, to those who may not be Toastmasters listening to this speech, that I completed 10 speeches, 5 to 7 minute speeches. Yes, it took me 3 years to complete 10 5 to 7 minute speeches. However, it was the last out of those 3 years that I did the most work. I think I did about 6 speeches that year, making it my goal to achieve that long desired Competent Toastmaster Award. And that was the year that I grew the most. My confidence grew so much that I began competing in club, area, and even district speaking contests. One of my proudest moments was when I finally earned my Advanced Communicator and Leader Awards. I continue to be a member of Toastmasters because it's the organization that truly changed my life and maybe even saved my life. I owe so much to my Toastmasters Club. They continue to encourage me to grow. I will always suffer from anxiety, and I am on medication for it as part of my makeup. But the difference now is that I actually have self-esteem. I know I have something to share with the world. I believe in myself. It actually feels very strange to say that out loud. I believe in myself. I am still passionate about writing, but my self-expression is no longer limited to the written word. I actually seek out ways to market myself as an author. I have 7 podcast interviews set up for this year. I'm currently planning to direct my own online course about business communication of all things. And this summer, I've organized a book expo to help other self-published authors like me who want to get themselves and their voices out there to meet the public and to sell their books. I love being an author. It's a great privilege to share myself with the world through the written word. It will always be my main passion. But I can't even begin to express how grateful I am to say, also, I am a speaker. I might not be the best speaker out there, but hey, I really don't care. That's not what's important to me. What's important to me is that I no longer feel like the page is my only form of self-expression. I am now a writer/speaker now. Wow. I encourage you to share this testimony with others who might have the same insecurities that I have struggled with. Removing the obstacle of those insecurities is the best thing you can do to move forward with your life and to finally be the person that deep down you know you can be. I'm rooting for you, and I can definitely say with all confidence that Toastmasters is rooting for you too. Have a blessed day. Good luck with your journey, and take care.